Here's the Rwandan team out on the course. Do they even scientifically work out which position you should be riding in? Which riders lead and which riders don't?
Well, it's a very interesting question, Anthony, because when I looked at the men from Rwanda and the women, they're all on the same tyres, same wheels, same bike, same equipment. So they have got very high-end equipment prepared for this time trial. However, no specific bike is suitable for a particular rider. So if they're taking the event really seriously, they need to get into a wind tunnel and work out what position they can produce the most power in. That was a good move there. China in trouble. They've gone through all the time checks the fastest.
Yeah, now they're in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah. Went out very, very hard. They've got the wind
from the suddenly they meters of elevation.
See the in a normal environment at sea level, 20 to 30 minutes to remove some lactic acid.
Yeah.
So it's not going to happen here, unfortunately, for the Chinese.
They're waiting, trying to bring their rider to the top. But once they get over the top, you've got this respite, and you'll be able to get at least the legs feeling a little bit better. You can see how much this is hurting now. They're on these X-Lab bikes, the same bikes as the Astana team rides. Been developed in China, huge Chinese company that deal with the X-Lab bikes, and they've been really brought up to World Tour level by that work with Astana and learning what the team need.
Yeah, it's been a really, really big move from the Chinese to investing in cycling. I think they've made really big leaps and bounds, and like I said earlier in our program, I think in 5 years we're going to see a lot more Chinese riders dominating in the world stage of cycling.
Alexander Vinokurov is the head of that Astana team. He's brought that Chinese partnership in, and it seems to be working extremely well and getting good rewards. The Rwandan women, I'm going to be interested to see how close China are going to be to Ethiopia here. Because let's bear in mind, at the end of the lap one with the men, China were 52 seconds ahead of Ethiopia. But we've seen the Ethiopian women reach the top of the climb all together, riding strongly. And I wonder whether they might turn the tables on the Chinese squad by the top.
I think they're closing in. I don't think they're going to turn the tables at this intermediate split, but they look like they're composed. So they've still got, time to bring back... Let's see when they come through this time check. They're still down on the Chinese.
This is Rwanda now, 42 seconds down on the Ethiopian women. So Rwanda were 33 seconds or so down on the team of Ethiopia. Now they've gone 52 seconds down, so they've lost more time. So top of the leaderboard to that point, Ethiopia. Rwanda at 42.89. If it's 2 seconds between them and the finish, it will come down to the first rider in the men's going across the line, his teammate getting annoyed and sitting up. That's how close this is going to end up being if that does happen. Now they're onto the descent. Big gear engaged, and we will get these riders down to the bottom of the descent. The start of the next team. This is our second block. This is the UCI World Cycling. The current order, China leading by 48 seconds. Ethiopia are 42 seconds ahead of Rwanda. And then 1 minute 25 to Uganda. And then there's the team of Benin who are about 8 and a bit minutes behind. But it's all about taking part. That's what this section of this team mixed relay is all about. In our next group of riders, we have the Belgian squad and the Spanish squad. I know we're talking about the favourites. Who do you see as the favourites for today, if you had to name the top two?
France and Australia.
Australia.
That's an easy top two for me to say. Switzerland will definitely be in the mix for sure.
Okay.
They're the three nations I expect to be on the podium. Germany. I know Belgium are in a bit of trouble today, just making up numbers and there for the points and experience, because they had one of their really good riders, Marta Goossens, who was 21st in the individual time trial, have a little bit of an accident last night. She fainted and hit her head and had stitches. Yeah, so
wow.
That would have been a strong addition to the team. She's out now, so that kind of just changes, you know, let's just get out there for the experience. Let's get some UCI points, do our best with what we've got. But
that's going to hurt that team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for the Belgians, they would have liked to have really had that rider in Marta Goossens.
Yeah, she's so useful, isn't she, Marta Goossens? That's a shame that we don't see that. So you think then that Australia and France are our first and second place teams?
Yeah, I mean, Switzerland could possibly as well.
Okay.
Well, I say Australia, France and Switzerland are top three. From Rwanda, they're trying to achieve, and this is an experience to do that. It takes an absolute special art, and it's not just 1 year of hard work. It's years and years of experience to be able to ride a team time trial or a team pursuit very well. So it's a fine art to be able to sit right on the wheel and to be so aware of what your teammates are capable of behind you, just by body language and hearing the breathing and just signals and stuff like that. So we're going to see a huge difference in what this event's all about when we get from these emerging nations that are here for experience and to gain some UCI points. And we have our first real professional team out on the circuit now.
Benin are almost there. Ethiopia's time, 1 hour and 2 minutes. Benin come through 9 minutes. Here's Rwanda. They're working well together now, these two, keeping each other going. Shoulder to shoulder to the top of the hill. Now they just need to bring the rest of this home. Going well, these two. Little acceleration over the top, just trying to keep the power on. 1,000 meters to go. Little downhill section to just get the legs turning over again before that final sprint to the top. They've looked good throughout this course, this team of Rwanda. And here's the World Cycling Centre coming up to the line, and they are down on the team of China by about a minute. 1 minute and 2 seconds down on China, the World Cycling Centre.
Well, we've spoken a lot about China, but yeah.
Uganda, then Benin, up toward him. Finished second in the Paris, started then, be a little bit changed. Rwanda finished with the second fastest time. I'm wondering what the winning time is going to be. We're at 1 minute and 3 now.
Yeah, Rwanda finished 46 seconds in total. It's not a lot, I guess over 40 kilometres down on Ethiopia, who now sits in the hot seat as the fastest team that have finished the circuit, both men and women. I think we're going to see significantly faster. So the average speed of the fastest team so far to finish, both their men and women in this mixed team relay, is Ethiopia, and their average speed was 40.2 kilometres per hour. So over the 40 kilometres with the 3 men and the 3 women, we could probably predict, what do you think, Anthony, 45?
45, I think. Maybe a little bit faster. 46, maybe.
46 could be quite impressive on such a tough circuit.
You can join in with us. What's the prediction going to be? We think around 45, 46k an hour. Will it be faster than that? You can get us on social media as always. Let us know what you think. The Rwandan team now just trying to recover, get the water poured on them, bring the temperature down. But sometimes, actually, I've noticed a number of riders saying, don't give me any more water. I can't deal with it.